We should be in the clear now, and I see the hydration check. I've already got a drink. And Ghost is in here. He's currently eating his dinner. We should be in the clear. Keyword is should. Alright, regular scheduled nonsense time. What button? Well, I guess I'm doing a writing stream when I come back. Alright. Let me just go turn that off real... Let me just go turn that redeem off real quick. When I come back from the trip with my family, guess I am doing... Oh, another hydration check. Guess I'm doing a writing stream. I gotta think of something. Ah, well, I'll have plenty of time to think. Wait, oh gods, I have to think. And as I just said, Vepper Ghost is in here. He's currently eating his dinner, hopefully in peace without his baby brother stealing. Yeah! Yeah, works out perfect. Anyways, welcome everyone to another installment of Final Fantasy XIV. If this is your first time here on the channel, my name is Hats. I'm a Dragon Girl featured with a foul mouth, and, well, we're gonna see if we can get at least closer to Shadowbringers. Alright, enjoy your lurk. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get closer. I don't know if we're actually gonna get to Shadowbringers tonight before I leave. But we're gonna figure it out. You had not only to contend with Sadu, but Magnai too? Like I said, I've given up on picking my own name. Everyone wants to use Hats, I'm using Hats. I have given up on picking my name. I didn't get to pick my name when I was born. I don't get to pick my name as a VTuber. Such a fierce battle that must have been, yet you stand here triumphant. When you pass such a test, I could not well deny you their allegiance. The mole will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side. God's willing, and many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when we have answers from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Serena. None of this would have been possible without you. Endure. The endure expression. Oh boy. I see you in chat there, Fifi. We have the requisite consent. It's time to put Nama's power to use. If the Aether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the Ironworks engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. Alright, bye, Serena! Now Ian has moved. He has new spots. That means I will have to find a new spot to dote on him. Just real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Who's coming with me? Oh, Midgar Stormer. Hey, buddy. It's been a hot minute since you've been let out of the pocket. Wait, shit, which pocket was I keeping him in? I shall begin at once. You may wish to step back. Alright, let's see it! So far, it's currently very shiny. Alright, sound off who's not dead. Don't you drop dead.
Did it work?
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
You see that shit, Midgar Stormer? I do not pretend to understand what you did, Y'shtola. But you did it! Thanks to you and Henry, of course, we have taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe arrest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Yes, and also ad break incoming. Twitch might give me a singular penny. Also, I don't know, y'all have noticed in the upper left corner over there, there is a sub-goal. Just in case, you know, y'all decide y'all want a Blue Mage focus stream. Warrior got its spotlight. Let Blue Mage have a little focus every now and then. Agreed. The others may have already returned from the missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado, then. Dome and Enclave. Off we go. Whee! What the hell am I looking at? Was that just an error? Oh, that's something new with Fugi. Okay, that's what that little line is. Okay, that's something new with the group Fugis. Okay. I was wondering what that little line was. I thought there was like a bug or something on my model. No, it's the group Fugi thing. Yes, let me in. Is this where he shall be now to receive the dotes? Real quick, I am unsupervised, so... Sometimes I use my free will to give affection to fictional characters. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well on the Azum step? Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Tatara and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. My team of engineers stand ready to set up for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. I thank you for engaging the services on our behalf. The minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Which just leaves a small matter of our alliance. So, Yugiri and Hakuro, how fared you with our neighbors? My lord, all the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat, and many respond positively to the talk of an alliance. From Hingashi to Sui no Sato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected, then. Well, there is naught to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defenses. For the time being, at least. All of which means I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo with a lighter heart. Yuri, Hakuro? Be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence? My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting, then. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in the Alamigan quarter by now. And let us not keep him waiting, shall we? And one more for the road. Any extra dialogue of interest? Alright, let's just a quick recap of what they were doing. Alright. Nice. Make the corner. Ah! The fucking Moogles are back! Why are they here? Leave me alone! I'm actively avoiding your society quest. I'm actively avoiding the Moogles. Leave me alone. Where's the fucking Moogle? Hi, big Midgar Stormer. You wanted to get away from the Moogles too, huh? Nope, I cannot execute command while mounted. How do I make him land, then? Gonna roast him. No more Moogles! No more Moogles! You still stole me all, and I duly told you all Jay and Cryle. Cryle in particular was concerned about Alphino, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own task for the time being, on the condition that I contact her the moment there's any development. So at least 4 of us to attend the council. VOD is here to assist with security. Incidentally, though, the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphino, I expect. But it's almost time. As soon as you're ready, present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. Let's go. Science at 7th Dawn. Welcome, amigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you the meeting chamber? Yes. Upon proceeding in the royal path, several cutscenes play in sequence. We're almost Shadowbringers. You see that message. You see it. You see it. Look upon it. It's glorious. We are almost at Shadowbringers. Let me in.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Dorma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the 7th Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alisaie, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council.
Is Hien finding out about this for like the first time? Keep in mind, guys, this is a good chance this is Hien's first impression of you.
I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
Don't start raising death flags for him now.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Did you already start digging him a grave?
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways.
No,
If the
no.
Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations.
I am so very happy to hear her voice again.
But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic. Subterfuge.
You mean the solution isn't... Ah! No! The door! Scrappy! Why? 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 Your brother's already done with his dinner. It's too late. You can't steal it. You little shit. You're lucky I love you, and that I find you very cute. Sit down again. Has the model corrected itself? Yes, it has. Let's go.
You have an idea?
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
Exactly, and last time I checked, Varys and Xenos aren't exactly the most well-liked.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varys' first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent. family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces, would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial
Not
territory.
the door again!
With a team of
Scrappy!
operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Come on. If you want out, go. No, fucking didn't work. Fucking hell. I am trying to get the interruptions to stop, I swear.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I say I want a fixed door so that way I can at least have a sense of privacy in my own room again.
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Oh, what the fuck?
That way. Sorrow.
Oh, okay, this is not the usual tripping balls. What the fuck?
History must be changed.
Who is this?
Ahead looms a calamity.
Elaborate?
Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
Oh, it's not just us this time! Oh, great! Hey, Rennery!
Spies in our midst.
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Hey, hi! I don't want to be relevant to the plot at the moment. Can I go home? So do we have a healer on standby for a quick examination? That's too damn bad. No, I want to go home. You know, Rennery's supposed to be doing her own research, or just getting caught up with the science. I don't think she's had much of a chance to do it.
Master Thancred!
Hey, Rennery, you got the soul stones in your back pocket. Pull one out now.
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
Is he now?
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alize and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Unfortunately, yes.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely?
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
Great! How do we make sure it doesn't go anywhere?
Called.
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul. That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether, a consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Lahabrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Well, tell him to have better timing.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend.
Which may explain why you weren't affected. Quick question, has anyone heard from Oriange? Has anyone heard from him and Kryl? anyone able to get them on the link pearl real quick?
Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Just, getting the common denominators out of the way.
Thank you, Lys. As
What
the
about
elder
Arnbud? I know
soothsayer
he's still
says,
technically a scion.
She's no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Can we just strike out the common denominators real quick? It's not white hair. Renry doesn't have white hair. That's not hair dye. Oh, it's fucking raining. I just tried to call Oriange on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dare to hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Huh, Oriange, something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapse. A disembodied voice suddenly started. What? That's... We should talk about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Oriange. He heard the voice too. In Thanalan? Hey, has anyone... Great. Now, has anyone heard from Kryl? As we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Oriange, there could be little doubt. The Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question? One of which we must find an answer All possible haste. Learn the emote endure. I don't want to endure. Okay, Anche agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll find out soon enough. Alright, back to Mordona. Good luck. I should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seeds here, but if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. Right, let's be on our way. Prelude and Violet. I don't want a prelude!
Urianger! Gods, it's good to see you.
Good. All voice acted.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Oh, great, we have a problem.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin.
Ooh, that is not good.
Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Can things please not go to shit for, like, a little bit? Please?
Indeed, I shall make it my task to...
Oh, not again. Leonje!
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Hey, no! You stay in that body! You stay bound to that flesh prison! Stay bound to the flesh prison, we're all stuck with them! No, not you two!
I hear it too.
Oh god, fucking damn it, no! Great, are we all getting got?
Only you.
No!
How about none of us?
Ishtola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
How about no? Alright.
No, this can't be happening!
Great. Well, fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
Urianger! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something. Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. No, that was a completely understandable and normal display, considering what all just happened. I'm for your very eyes, milady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the two of them to a private chamber, but tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in a like state in Alamigo? I'm afraid so. Though, given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I will send word to Lise that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folks of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades and how it may be cured. Thus will we rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori. That we will. But first things first. Our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in Limsa Laminsa. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. Who are we meeting? Also, do we want to potentially collapse in Limsa? Do you know what happens in Limsa? Do you know what goes down in Limsa when you aren't looking, Alice? Horrible things happen in Limsa. Horrible, horrible things. Horrible, unspeakable things. Do we have good news, Alice? As you probably guessed, it's Gabu we've come to see. Ah! The private hero bring him out to us. Since the Maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can, and after what befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain. Yes, can we see the little guy? Can we see the baby? I would like to see the baby. Can I see the baby? The baby!
Here he is, my lady.
Gabu, it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
Right at one of the more emotionally charged moments. Right at one of the most I seen all those getting queued up. Right at the most emotionally charged moments.
Blizzard.
Driving in my car right after a beer.
Let him get it out of his system.
That bomb is shaped like a deer.
I'm taking a drink.
I see. You're still fighting.
And Ghost is still in here.
I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet.
Hold on, I see something going down midstream on the Discord that I gotta comment on. Sorry, I've been seeing all that go down with, like, the desktop notifications. I had to comment. My baby! It's the baby!
You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well.
That's on the desk real quick? Alright. Here, have egg. No, no requests. You get egg. No requests tonight. You get egg. Story getting good.
But to have the people I hold dear struck
We're
down
getting character
before my
development.
eyes, and be powerless to help them. That I cannot bear.
But character development, Sam! You still have me.
And for that, I am grateful. I don't know what I would do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
Hey, little guy, now is your time to talk. Or not. Let's return to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. Then I pop those reduced teleport rates, gonna save me my money. Now nothing bad better happen when I walk through this door. There better be only good news. Hi Yoshi P, I see you over there. There better be only good news when I walk through this door. Did you hear me? Good news. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad of guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Hey, if you want some connections through the Arcanist Guild, Renri is your girl. Additionally, Grandfather and Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much more has happened in recent days, some fit for the good, some not so. All around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphino to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on in the face of great adversity, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most, so I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Oh boy, cutscene! Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace...
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart.
Hey, Varys, this is time for you to go. Who the fuck are you?
Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave. Father.
Oh, hold on, gotta answer something real quick. Hi, Shar!
I should be the one to sigh.
I love hair clipping. We all love the hair clipping.
I played my part to perfection.
Ah, the bastard!
I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back.
Ah, the bastard's here.
Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree? What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery.
Fifi, I am aware of the existence of Emmett Silk. The bastard.
Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of
People
terms.
screamed about him for ages. Do you think I'm not aware of him? I don't know everything, but I'm aware of him. I mean, yes, he is a beautiful bastard. I have working eyes.
You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The Founding Father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
See? Bastard.
Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
Come on, it was getting good!
You fiends are overfond of your own voices.
I mean, you got a point there, but come on, it was getting good!
Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine. Lest you forget, you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses.
Powerful spell called
It will
God.
serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one
Hey,
and the
he doesn't
same.
look like Van Karma. Nope, we're free from Van Karma. About the Grand Wizard of the Mist. Meanwhile, at a resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire. Good, he's not dead. What in the world? That's a lot of corpses. an unfortunate amount of corpses. Hey, I would not be touching. Do not touch. At least don't touch without gloves. Dead. All dead. I see no wounds or any evidence of battle. Sorry, I'm dealing with bomb expert Tonate right now. Damn them. They finally used it. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon to give Banya. A gas. Black Rose it was called, and to breathe it is to breathe your last. Ah! Mustard gas! He brought a live bomb core. Hey, what? And that did this! I thought the project abandoned and its vile fruit destroyed. What else could have wrought such an atrocity? So, in other words, hey, we may wish to vacate the area. Who knows how much of it is still around? Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Fun little thing, by the way. It did some of the Stormblood side quests you would hear about Black Rose before this moment. They allowed a child with a katana and a prosecutor with a whip. I don't think they care at this point. No, I don't either. Nay, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters. The Asians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. The objective was never to rule, but sow strife and discord. Such crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Asians and put an end to their plot. Again, I just want to touch on the Black Rose thing again. Like, again, this is why it is worth it to do the side quests. I got to hear about Black Rose before that moment. I will not tell you which side quest this is. No, because I want to encourage you fuckers to actually go and do the damn side quests. There's story there. There's lore. There's stuff to learn about there. Don't do what the average WoW player does and zoom through everything and then complain about not knowing anything. Good, Fifi. But yeah, this is what I love about the world building. Even the side quests will have tie-ins to the MSQ, and I love it. Ha Oh! Orb. I do not like orb. Yeah, what if we already did it? Then enjoy the fact that you had a crumb of knowledge before that cutscene, like I did. I had my internal moment of, hey, I know that name, I know that word, I know what that is. I don't know if I want to ponder that orb. Nothing good has been coming from orbs of lately.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments.
Why are you pondering it?
But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjury. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elfino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start? A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Hello? Kryle, you're still walking around good!
Kryle, I did not think you well enough to travel. When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances. Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Kryle. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault, but I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened. Thanks to a certain someone.
What?
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
Don't worry, Renry's not the type to randomly go about embarrassing people who don't deserve it.
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
So, good news? Bad news?
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes?
Unfortunately.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
No, it was not.
No, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So, I suggest we pay her a visit.
Alright, someone also call up the, Squirrel of Convenient Timing. We might need it. Its services were greatly needed with Thancred. It may have to pull triple duty this time. Idleshire. Anyway, someone get that squirrel on the phone. We're gonna need him. Also, finally, I get to go out and do something. Where's my bird? There's my bird. There's Bjorn. Good bird. And the paladin birding today. Looking all handsome. Hi, Jade! Huh. Everyone's streaming right now? Damn. Everybody online. Everybody had the same idea. Also, ad break incoming! Hello, giant frog fate. Goodbye, giant frog fate. Alice? Nope. I'm doing as well as I can right now, Jade. I'd heard Master Matoya was something of a recluse, but this seems extreme. Still, I'll happily open the current eccentricities if she agrees to help us. Understandable. A lot going on. Hi, Matoya. Can I have your hat? Hi, I'm back to bother you.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems.
Yes.
Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
What? You mean nobody can be gay right now? Allie say it's 2025!
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she?
It's like gravity doesn't weigh on you as much.
Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
That better not be the orb of horrible things to come.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
No, it's the orb of confusion. No! What's going on? What's happening? Where am I? My fancy one hug could be, oh gods!
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could the ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking.
Good, we have one positive.
Pray, excuse me a moment.
That best be some good news.
I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way.
Which watch? Possibly we just gotta convince her to make the podcast.
That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them. I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Okay, as soon as this cutscene's over, I'm gonna have to switch to the PNG.
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting at shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
Okay, real quick, switching to PNG. Technical difficulties, kobolds! There we go. Ta-da! Should be working now. I said now. There we go. So that was the woman who tamed Y'shtola. I had the distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of the neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me. Now if Noah's back, I'd like to visit again and ask her what tales she has of grandfather. True, kind of does. It also makes sense. She's all the way from Final Fantasy 1. That was like 13 games ago. Oh, good. Something sold. Wait. Wait for it to finish. I almost can't bear to hear what Maxima has to tell us. But it can't be bad news, can it? Niece would have said, unless... Oh, there's no point speculating. Niece said she'd notified the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace gate in the Alamegan Quarter. I'm not putting in audio clips of my friends. I'll be praying for good news. Hey, very much, RJ. You have a good night. I'll be praying for good news. Learn what you can about Alphina's plight, and leave the search for our friends' lost souls to me. Oh, that's what's going on over there. Someone throwing hands with Frog. No need to apologize, Sam. I just don't do audios of, like, friends' voices since I tend to refresh the sound alerts at times, and I don't want to accidentally risk those things getting lost. Well, don't put me at the don't put the vista right here if I can't land. Greeting silence. Come in and told me to expect you. Shall I show you in? Yes, please. Let me in. I try to refresh them every couple of months. Yep, taking a drink.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Good news, correct? Alright, get some plenty of rest.
We meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
Alice?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This Shadow Hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on!
No rest at all, no, we're immediately getting
No
ready to
matter
throw
how
hands
quickly we
again.
act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Not again! No, 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 not now.
Sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
Hey, how about you stop that?
You heard it too.
Yeah, what's worse is it's getting
Well,
clearer.
At least we're both still standing.
Alice, it's getting clearer.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Hubby is online, but is unable to watch stream. So Alphino is safe, for the present at least. Now all we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. I'm actually glad that Leas tasked us with visiting Lord Hien. Bad to be dashing from place to place and sitting around stewing over things we can't change. To the Enclave! Alice, I don't think you heard me. The voice has gotten clearer. Alice, look at me. Get back here and look at me. I don't think you realize how serious this is. The voice has gotten clearer. Hey, Damascus. Ansri here, Serena's here. Alright, Sorbonne's not going to be here because I finished up that trial series. Yeah, we got. I wish I was here with good news, but we got problems. Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. Coaching the Confederacy you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the Steppe tribes. We've also been joined by our neighbors from Nangsha and the indomitable citizens of Damascus. Though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official induction. These proud peoples have united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Gallian Empire. About that. I'm glad to see our alliance coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have need of your strength. Ian, we can't relax for shit around here. The world can't stay sane for 5 minutes. I thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate is never far from my thoughts. Not only because he is our emissary. As for the sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Alamiga would be wise to shore up its borders with all haste. Every report we receive from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow. But I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assaults until our wall in the burn is in place. The all-important elegant energy barrier. The energy barrier, yes. Let's call it something more auspicious, a name drawn from the four lords of legend. Perhaps Sirius Aegis or some such. Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers report they have finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. You time to attend the first test? You've seen the field which protected Elzasla firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. I will come too, if you don't mind. Though I'm no Nishtola, I may be able to offer some insight. Of course, time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Giri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the War Council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Where are the storms? Ah, they're talking about Danganronpa now on the Discord. Now! I'm missing out, but I must stream. We've crossed the burn by Yol and Falcon as before. Join me in the overlook near the House of Fierce. Woo! We're going with places with the Heian again! Ah, dang it, I can't give him a dope for the road. Damn it. So the Fierce, teleportation, as always. Bjorn, if you would not mind. Also, it's incredibly foggy. Very foggy. Is this flying weather? Fuck it, any weather's flying weather. Get the word when you're ready to take wing. Yes, head to the burn. Let me through. Let me out. Anyone we know from Ironworks gonna be here?
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand.
Anyone we recognize?
Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Clever crook!
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. 1,000 yards. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. $4,000. 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Now can we safely leave it on?
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wool for us.
Haha, no flight for you.
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
I think we all were hoping for a fireball. Open the gate! Open the gate! Open the fucking gate! Open the gate! Open the gate!
By the gods. It's Alpha, no.
Open the fucking gate! Open the fucking gate!
What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
No, Chatty, not now!
The barrier.
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Motherfucking Gaius. Gaius van Belsar. How the fuck are you alive?
Aye. Gaius van Belsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
Are you alive?
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Belsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded? How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others.
Honey!
All
Hi,
to
honey!
further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or
Yay!
her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Hebrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion.
Also, I remember you dancing on my unconscious body. To be fair, I thought you were dead. How does that make it better?
But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
Yes, I recall waking up having discovered a new kink, degrading as it is. Oh no. It's okay, honey, likes to be set down by pretty ladies. Discovered a new kink.
Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the Red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the source. The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this
Going back to
Self
Hallie.
is
Yay!
new to us. As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch.
Gaius, look at me. Look at me. Are you sure that was the only one?
Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? but a young Emperor Solus.
There's a production facility of absolute bastards.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
You're right, there are more important matters at hand.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
Indeed. He's going to get me back somehow for dancing on his unconscious body. The body I thought was dead. And thought was unconscious, but he was clearly not unconscious if he felt me dancing on him.
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Great, who has him? Guys, who has him? Guys, who has him? And more cutscene. Alphino is safely ensconced in a private chamber. I find his healers examining him as we speak. I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in a sleep from which he cannot be woken, just like the others. It seems that even the lands of the Empire are not far enough away to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustration, Alice, I do, but Alphino's return to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Till then, you can but fill your duties as a scion. Yours and your brother's both. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made, and little time to make them. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Seriu's wall works as intended, can we expect reinforcements for Alamigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay, save for some few who boast teleportation magic. The bulk of our force must be transported by sea. A lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Sea are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Aldona Trading Company in finding suitable ships. So navigating the distances in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plot the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurements of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Aldonard friends will have consent to any involvement in military operations. I am certain they will afford Alphino a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a Kabrugan accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stones. You have my thanks, Lord Hien. Gary, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo, enlist all those capable of teleportation, and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. Least in the Alliance leaders speak glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. Meanwhile, at the Black Rose chemical plant.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance. See that you do.
Yes, baby. He has words for me back there.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
Again, this man here is a beautiful bastard. I remember the internet screaming about him for months. I think years.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing. A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
Didn't see, beautiful bastard.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into a civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in Allagan cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the Founding Father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey? If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
God, stay a bastard, man. I love him. Are we still in cutscene hell? Must leave now to convene with Eosia's leaders, so there may be some time before I return to Doma. Kuro, I leave you in command. My lord? I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. I've just received word from Lise. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. That ain't a man, honey, that's wife material. Yes, he is. We found the male wife. Once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to our resistance officer stationed Porta Praetoria, who will join us in the right, who points in the right direction. So I'll keep them waiting. No, stand still. Can I at least get a dote for the? Oh, I missed my chance for a dote for the road. I missed my chance to get a dope for the road. Right. What you doing back? Well, hello to you too. I could don't you, but I don't know where you are. I also need a finished story. Oh, you must see the Scion party I was told to look out for. If you'll follow me, I'll take you directly to the Alliance headquarters. So, do we have good news?
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, while our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
Good.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
As for the bad news, Ghost is about ready to demand to be let out. Alright, Mommy's coming. Mommy's coming.
So, Alphino won't wake up. Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
There you go. Come on, you want out. Mommy opened the door. There you go. Good boy. Right, back in the chair, headphones back on. Let's go.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal.
Yeah, this shit should not be normal!
Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy
no one's happy he's
Ascians?
alive.
Aye. I'd have to say I am.
I also don't know how to feel about the fact that he has discovered a preference for tall rabbit women stepping on him.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Great, I'll get to see who's the tank, the healer, and the other DPS coming with me.
Gods, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it. Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
Girl, I don't like politics either. Unfortunately, they're a part
In
of
case
life.
you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Motherfucker, goddamn it. Fuck shit, goddamn, no! I'll be there. At least
That's
it's like
settled
the
then.
emergency nuke.
We don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
The meeting will take
Yes, for a
place on
tank
the
slash
border.
healer flex of
Anticipating an early
DPS slash
assault,
tank
we
flex of
need
2
to position the
DPS.
bulk of our forces nearby.
What? Oh, Ghosty! You're lucky you're cute. Yes, you are. Come here. You are lucky you're cute, young man. Yes, you. Mwah. How about you stay in the lap with me? How about you stay over here with Mommy? You stay in the lap.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
We may need gas masks. Yes, baby. Mommy's right here. No one else here? Oh, it's okay. okay, baby. It's okay. Where are we going? Oh, we're climbing up. We're climbing up, and we're on the back of the chair now. And we're yelling. Well, I don't suppose it's polite to keep an emperor waiting too long, shall we? Yes, let's parlay. Why does he get the special chair? Why do I get the chair? Why do we get the chairs that look like they fucking hurt? Also, this does not look very well ventilated.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, on behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance, I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Admiral, tell me you got something.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald, too, lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it. And from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
So these talks are going fucking nowhere. Hold on. Oh wait, the other one didn't reach Emmerich. And of course, our dear Admiral. Like, I don't get to see- I get to see her even less than I get to see Emmerich and Hien. So you know what? I'm giving her another one. I have my priorities straight. Any extra side dialogue? Alright, well, let's move forward. Ah, crap, I didn't mean to actually skip dialogue. To his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I actually don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphino would have done, and tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man. Why do you think he looked for any? So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Yep, they have some insight to share. I was just talking with them. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Emperor Varys' relationship with the Ascians. As had we all. And if he is in league with them, then he's not like to volunteer the fact, and if he is not, much weaker would his position seem for their presence if we had to broach that particular subject. You don't need to be subtle. Thought I knew more of the man. If you would indulge me, Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There's no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens, come to that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden, and the only worship permitted being that of his Radiance's own person. Sounds suspiciously like religion in itself. I share your disdain for the hypocrisy. And as they denigrate the idea of faith, they revere the leader with such fervor others reserve for the divine. It is a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. If discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varys to reveal something. I will say one thing for this Varys. He is well versed in Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies. But there's much more we do not know of the Empire. And it's up to us to change that, here and now. You'd have me ask the Emperor himself? Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can scout the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers. Even if that does mean sailing close to the wind. 12, have mercy. But by Lady Alisaie's timely interjection, we might well have come to blows at the negotiating table. Not that Emperor Varys left us a great many options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes. Having heard him speak, I can't help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly, he's building up to something. I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Invite Varys to explain himself. I believe he's more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at his ease. I hope you're alright. Thank you, Renry. You've spoken with everyone, then? Good. Now all that remains is to wait the pleasure of the Emperor and hope we fare better at the second attempt.
Now then, who would have the floor?
That would be the
Before
Dragoon,
we
sir.
resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affair surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons posed to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Oh, come on, we got moths, really?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
Ah, eugenics. All right. Get the guillotine ready.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds?
I have heard this tale of the source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys! Do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Your prize is a lie. Your master's demons.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard.
Yeah, we got ourselves genocide eugenics talk. Alright, the man is fucking dying. Please let me kill him.
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate.
Can we kill him, please? Let me off the leash.
Join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation.
And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Not for the reasons you're thinking, Fifi. Not for the reasons you're thinking.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable. Unconscionable.
Come on, give me the order. Please?
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. that the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I cannot condone such a loss of life. Congratulations, that is 2 members of that family that have been rejected by Renry. 2 out of the 2 that have attempted.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
I'm dropping Bahamut on your ass! I'm dropping Bahamut on him and no one's stopping me. Go Gadget Pocket Bahamut, exactly. I came back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle. So as worrying as the chat with the Emperor was, it did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. I'll take the Allergan pieces, please. Weekly reset about to happen tomorrow. Can we get to, like, the next, like, trial, dungeon, whatever, instance, before I have to quiet things down for the night?
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Yep, all-out genocide.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Doma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
Can I pull Bahamut out my pockets now?
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Did we expect anything else to happen?
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to count 'em on me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
They're gonna wonder why they hear Doom music. And why they hear it coming from the direction of a rabbit with a book.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come.
Oh, let
May
me
the
at him.
crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphino wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it.
No, we will not.
It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right. So please, don't you dare leave me alone. No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
You know, if we're going around with like the idea of Renri is the oblivious, unintentional harem protag here, Renri's coming away from that conversation like, wow, Alice is such an amazing friend, isn't she? Meanwhile, Alice is going, yes, we're one step closer. Oh. And duty support, good. Good, we got duty support. Well, I am on a time limit, so I do not have time for, to attempt queue times or to try to wrangle folks. What do you mean too far away? Fuck you mean too far away? It's right there! Where are we going in with anyway? You know what? Not the worst ones we could be going in with. But I'm gonna have to say goodbye to my limit breaks, aren't I? She's gonna take them all. She's gonna take my limit break 3. We gonna get flashbanged. Also in recent experience, any duties that I do not remember or am not familiar with, no one's gonna really take time to quickly you know, explain mechanics. So, you know what, this gives me a chance to actually learn how the shit works. Alright, time to throw Bahamut at the problem. Oh? They just drop it in! Trial by fire, sink or swim. Yeah, well, I don't have fun with trial by fire. Because it makes me feel like I'm constantly doing everything wrong and I don't learn anything. We don't want that if I end up in a roulette. By myself. Because of that mentality, every single time someone has decided to, from personal experience, every single time someone decided to throw me into the deep end to sink or swim, I sank. I sank very rapidly. Maybe that's why I hate the ocean. We're having having realizations tonight that we should not be having on a stream, and instead should be having a therapy. But I ain't got money for therapy. We gonna have more getting off the party bus? Oh, not the dogs. We got one per pool. Well, if I just do this little number real quick, it should recharge by the time I need Bahamut again. Oh, not more poppers. You're gonna make me find more poppers. I wanna find more poppers. Okay, this one we're gonna need Ifrit. Yeah, there's no way the Garleans aren't just hearing doom music coming in the direction of a rabbit with a book.
Enough!
Oh, great, one of these fuckers. Great, that's our first boss. Alright, asshole, how do you work again? How the fuck do you work? 'Cause I can't fucking remember. So, if I'm remembering correctly... Yeah, he's rotating it. That's the raid wide. Isn't that the arena wide? Yes. Okay, so, oh right, that's the direction it's going in this time. Ah, no, that was not supposed to. I held the mouse button for too long. Alright, now it's going the other way. Alright, simple enough. When the hell are they gonna overcomplicate this shit? Sam, we're getting quick with those party stacks.
It's all over now.
Hey, Alice, I know you probably smell the scent of a limit break bar about to reach full. Look at me, Alice. Don't. There we go. Oh, they all realize I'm here. Good thing I'm wearing the heavy-duty boots, and so therefore should not be too, concerned about the fact that I am stepping and leaking ceruleum. This stuff cannot be safe to be around. I'm sorry, Puppy. I'm sorry, Puppy. You're just doing your job! You don't understand why you're being sent to die! And yoink. Ah, damn it. No yoink. Can we spot? Fucking Pippin's back! Pippin's goddamn back. God damn it. I don't want to do the voice. I don't want to do the voice. You can't make me do it. I don't want to do it tonight. I just finished off the last of my drink. I do not want to do the Pippin voice. I'm saving your ears and I'm saving my throat. No, of course we're not done yet. We're never done yet. Oh, great. Who spotted me now? They tried to take advantage of my loot goblining. You know, you think after I pulled Bahamut out of my pocket, like the first couple times, they'd start running. Survival instincts of rocks, I fear. Keep moving and hold them here. Good. Okay, next boss. What you got for me, pal? Prometheus. Alice! You become targetable again. Alright, wall's gonna tremble. Yep, move out of the way. Are you gonna do that again? Or you come okay, you're coming back in for the next round. And back down he goes. Center's the best spot. Run over here. He's only got one more spot for that wall thing left. Question is he gonna try to get... Is he gonna try to use it before he dies? You know, we could probably prevent that if a certain somebody hadn't eaten my limit break. Perhaps if someone had not, you know, like eating limit breaks before they are supposed to.
You underestimate me.
Sorry, I have lost one pretty elf, okay? I'm not losing another one. This one's living. We are making sure this one lives. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You hear, Emmerich? You better live, okay? You better live. Don't do a Harshapont.
This knight does not yield.
That knight better yield on occasion for his own sake, please. I'm sorry, it just now registered to me that this, like, instead of targeting me or party members, no, it targeted Emmerich and Kane-sama. Oh, fuck, we gotta... Oh, god damn it, no. Oh, good, she can heal herself. Good. Please dodge, Emmerich! Fucking dodge, man! Ah! I just want to loot! I just want loot to make sure I don't lose another NPC or character I'm attached to. Are we good? Is everyone gonna live? Better fucking live. Please live. I'm not reading out those Pippin lines. I am saving my throat and your ears tonight. Of course there's fucking more. Of course there's fucking more. Please dodge! I know you all know how to dodge!
Enough!
You shall fall soon enough.
Quickly to you, alright. Is this thing fucking dead yet? Lise, what are you up to? I didn't know she knew how to do that. Emmerich, you better fucking live. But you know what? Every single NPC, every single character that I'm attached to, that's in this instance, live. And for the first time in a bit, I get to enjoy a cutscene for a brand new thing without risk of it being interrupted. And me having to skip to rapidly, quickly get in the fight. These have just bested our vanguard? Impressive. But in the end, they are only that. Savages. Let's be brief. This radiance awaits. I do not remember you two. Are those... The irony of you guys having attacks named Innocents.
Enough!
Shit. I know this is like the one downside of running this with NPCs, is that if I die, it all ends. But at least now I get to learn through trial and error without pissing anybody off. Or, you know, being told that it's more funny to not explain things to me and letting me suffer. Ah, shit. So if I ever run this one as healer, I am gonna fucking hate it. Yeah, these all look like some very familiar attacks. So we're going with artillery this time again. Alright. Okay, I did not make it out of that one in time. I have got to put my sprint button in a better spot, but I normally use it for making regular travel faster, so... I most likely will not remember to put it in a better spot. Alice! Guess who's going in the fucking corner after this? Oh, I went through everything I had at them. You know what happened, though? Someone ate my limit break. You know what? Fuck it. Straight back to Bahamut. One down. Both down. Served our purpose. Come, we shall withdraw for now. Oh great, how is everything about to go to shit? Yugiri, when did you get here? Would you have been the other DPS if I'd been the healer? Do you eat limit breaks? Anyways, leave duty. I'm out. On to the next part of the story, and then I can end stream. Hopefully. Or this means I'm probably gonna leave y'all on a cliffhanger till I get back from my trip.
I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
You're gonna jinx us.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
Hey, remember that talk of an alchemical weapon?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
I think we're forgetting something. Shit, not now!
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity.
Hey, motherfucker, not
Throw
now!
wide the gates.
No! 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 Not... like...
Hey, no. I got you. It's alright, you're gonna be okay. Shit!
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right? Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
So you know how I said I was mostly gonna have to leave y'all with a giant-ass cliffhanger? That was the cliffhanger I'm gonna have to leave y'all with. Because I gotta quiet things down for the night. I've also gotta be up early tomorrow. Because I have a collab with Xados tomorrow morning for some Terraria. So for those who did tune in, I do hope you enjoyed. I'll be back again 10 a.m. EDT tomorrow morning for, well, some Terraria with Xados. As I had said, I do hope to see y'all there if you can make it. You know, the usual socials, Linktree link should be down below with all relevant social media, as well as direct links to the Throne Wishlist and the Ko-Fi. You want to support me ways other than through Twitch. But as always, my name is Hats, and bye-bye.